Most of them things are just blow up pools, aren't they?
Something like that, yeah.
What the thoughts are doing?
E-thoughts. No, I am not going to wear a banana hammock on stream. Scuff, you sick, demented, twisted bastard.
So you're not gonna wear anything on stream instead. Woohoo!
I mean...
and Gorgia OnlyFans.
Just a leopard tongue is the only thing he's gonna wear.
No.
You'd have to wear like a. You'd have to wear like a coconut bra because there's no nipples on Twitch.
That's right.
Oh yeah. And he has to wear a tongue and so venomous tongue.
Some pasties. Oh, alright, so we are live. Yeah, now my thoughts are all fucked up. Thank you.
I thought male nipples were fine and on Twitch.
It depends on how attractive you are.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't pass for Giorgio.
It wouldn't pass for me. I mean, but I do have a luscious beard. I could just do a stream of me shaving. No. Anyways, so we're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Today is the 31st of July. It is 1:07 p.m. and it is currently raining balls outside. I don't like it. But we shall play some Curse of Strahd. Who's that? Oh, cool.
Speaking of beards, I just want to say, rest in peace, Dusty.
I agree. I was a little upset when I heard that one. Because,
Who died? Dusty Rhodes?
Dusty Hill from
Hill.
ZZ Top.
Oh, that sucks.
And then the day before, Joey Jordison died from Slipknot, and he was one of my favorite drummers. So
I don't know who that is. So.
You never heard of Slipknot?
I don't listen to music. I only know ZZ Top from Back to the Future.
Oh, Koba, expand your horizons, my friend.
Don't like music.
I'm European, and even I know ZZ Top, man.
ZZ Top's like one of those bands. Like, they're if you know anything about music, you just yeah.
You should have at least heard about them. And what is that song that I used to like?
ZZ Top's easy to know because of Back to the Future 3.
I agree. And you know the funny thing, because both of them had beards. The only person who did not have a beard was the drummer, and his last name is Beard.
No, you cannot bear me at the stake for not knowing music.
Frank Beard. Alright, so Curse of Strahd. Let's play some Curse of Strahd. I see that, Sven. So, who remembers the last, what happened? Like, the last, I guess, 2 sessions now. Like, what's been going on here?
We tried to shove some witches into a witch into an oven.
Oh yeah,
they started whooping our ass.
And then you tried to run away.
And you got turned into a toad.
Yeah, totally split the party. 2 people have been turned into toads, Jingles and Silas. Grimace is a horse right now.
With a baby on my back.
Yes. If I remember correctly, Volker had Irina and she got zapped, but when he was holding her, she kind of woke up and came back to life a little bit. So
freaky.
Kind of freaky, yeah. I kind of think that's where we're at right now. Yeah. If I know that two of the hags are kind of chasing you guys. You left Ismark at somewhere. Who knows where he is? I think that's about it. Yeah. So before we start, let's do some introductions for whoever is in here. Don't know who these people are. First, we'll start off with Toad Silas.
Oh, you changed his name.
Yes.
I am Silas. I am currently a toad. That is all.
And
No, I'm Silas. I am the group's rogue who is currently
Motherfucker.
reevaluating all his life choices. And, yeah, we're having a great time right now.
And Toad Silas does have a little mask on, right?
Yes, he does have a little mask on. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy, when someone gets turned into a toad, there's usually one little characteristic of them left over.
Yes. And Baron, thank you for the resub. 17 months. That's pretty cool. Volker.
Yes.
Oh my god. 2 Clydes.
I play Volker, who is a blood hunter.
Did I have 2?
Curious origin. And he's currently running far away with Arena because they are on a mission to save her life and protect her. So, doing.
Alright, and Dan, your mic's kind of cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. I can fix that.
No worries. And then Varys.
I'm playing Varys, the half-elf warlock patron of the Raven Queen, and I am also running for my life. Except potentially going to get on a horse, which might help.
Very good. Clyde.
Hey there, Caesar, playing Clyde Flinger. He is a Lightfoot Halfling Ranger, Monster Slayer, studied under Volo, and he's out trying to learn more information and study more monsters. And Clyde was the first one to run.
Clyde don't fuck with witches.
No.
Horse Grimace.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Dwayne. I play Grimace the Druid. Grimace, who is currently a horse, also has a baby on his back, and he dropped the staff on the ground, which was their light source. Grimace likes to smoke ganja from time to time, or herbs, as we call it. And yeah, I think that's the most important characteristic about him. And he's at least half smart, so yeah.
Alright. And last but not least, Toad Jingles.
Well, I test. Hi there. It's Beast. I play Jingles. Who's a toy monkey who's been basically brought to life because Barovia. Well, the dark lands are weird. He's a monk. He's currently also a toad, but not a toy toad. From what I understand, and he's just basically hiding under a log right now from the hag that is nearby who wants to destroy him.
Sounds about right. And you're hot mic'd.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill it. Hang on.
Don't kill it. There we go. Alright. So we can get this going. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are going to kind of get out of this, because you guys are kind of like all everywhere right now. So we'll start it off with Toad Jingles. You are the first one on the combat tracker. And we'll get some Sirenscape going. Uh-oh. There you go.
I'm just gonna continue to try to hide, so stealth roll.
That's fine.
Do I need the toad sheet to do that from?
So you're just gonna sit, you're not gonna move at all?
Nope, I'm just trying to keep my ribbity mouth shut and also just stay hidden.
Because you are in a log, so you don't. For now, you're gonna move. You're fine.
By the way, the wild shape thing gives you all of the toad stats, so whatever roll you make now is not those things.
Polymorph is your mental stats too, though. If you're a druid, it's the wild shape is different.
Is it? I thought polymorph was the same bloody thing. Hang on. Give me a second here.
Silas has currently fallen how many feet and landed in a crater. Still a toad.
Yeah, you fell. I think it was 20 feet, and you used your temp HP.
Yeah. Thanks, Baron. I appreciate that. Okay, so quick scientific question: can toads cry?
Toads cry.
I think they can make some louder songs or noises when they're in distress.
The sad ribbits.
Yeah,
They're kind of like sad rabbits, yeah. But they can't cry.
yeah. For my turn, that's essentially what Toad Silas is going to do, just trying to get the attention of his party as he just sits there, ridiculously depressed with his current situation.
So you're basically singing "It's Not Easy Being Green" and Toad Talk.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. So, Grimace, you're gonna get hit by a couple of missiles.
Oh gosh.
Found you.
I have no idea how many hit points a horse has, though. I need to look that up.
You should have been. It should have changed everything for you.
Oh, really?
13 overall.
Oh god. I got a...
Oh, perfect, just enough. And as the baby falls and starts crying, and Ophelia will say, "They're over there. We gotta get the girl back. She won't be happy if we come back empty-handed."
That's dark.
Varys.
Did I see what direction the missiles came from?
They hit Grimace from behind, so yeah, you would have probably, if Grimace popped out, oh, my butt. My butt's mine. My butt's mine.
my butt, man. I got like a scorch mark on it now, you know.
First I move 5 feet north. Well, okay, I still can't see her, so bonus action, I'll move my spiritual weapon 20 feet this way.
So it's Clyde
then-
and Jingles.
Spend the rest of my movement going here.
As you walk by, you happen to hear a little toad. It sounds like it's crying.
And I'll like look up to where my ravens are, and I'll say, "Pick them back up, keep them with us." And then I'll hold an action to Eldritch Blast if I see the witch.
All right. Vulgar.
Okay. Funnily enough, I can see through the eyes of my party members, but where I am, it's pitch black. Anyway,
Because you don't have dark vision.
I was near a road, right?
Yes. You're holding Irina.
I tried to. Are there like bushes on the other side of the road?
Yeah, a little bit. you can kind of, even though it's like dark and rainy, you can make out the shapes of what looks like a bush.
I try to move 20 feet here. I try to find a hiding place for Arena.
Right.
So
And you do step onto
like a
the
log or
Yeah, you're on the the road right now.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to move the rest of my movement.
Right, and smack your foot against a rock.
Oh, god dang it.
Can I make any kind of check to see if I can find a hiding place for her?
Do a survival. You can kind of think that you could. That rock is a big boulder. You could probably sit her behind that boulder.
Okay, I'll use my action to hide her behind the rock.
Okay.
And then I will tell her, Irina, you're in a really bad condition at the moment. You can't afford to be caught out by this witch, so they will kill and beat you. You have to stay here. I'm going to try and get the others back and hopefully escape from this mess. And I will come to there.
Right.
Wait, isn't that guy dead already?
30 feet.
Oh wait, he came back to life or something, yeah.
He was turned into a toad for a little bit, I think.
I thought he went down.
That was Irina.
Grimace.
I'm still like rubbing my butt like, oh, what the hell? And then I'll pick up this crying babe and my staff. Can I do that with one action?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll use my movement to haul ass out of there. I'm like, Clyde, man, we got to go now. And I'll point my staff in the direction where I saw Varys run off into, and I'll run behind him. So I'll just walk and run into a straight line there.
All right.
And that would be my turn.
Clyde will tell Grummus, we could have run further if you wouldn't have changed out of a horse form. And he's gonna haul ass with him. And when he gets there, he's going to bonus action, ensnaring strike, and hold his action in case he sees one of the witches.
All right.
And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Irina, she'll look at Volker. I'll be fine. I'll stay here, please. Get my brother, and let's get out of here. The Raven will go and try to pick up Toad Silas.
It's always so funny when people get turned into like a toad or a frog.
Oh, what? Is he grappled or something already?
No, it thinks he's medium size.
Oh, shit. Because they're both the same size.
Looks like says the familiar's tiny.
Yeah.
And a tiny can't grapple the medium.
Well, yeah, because he's tiny as well, though. just gonna do this. Where's it?
Are you trying to get out of the grasp, Silas?
No, I wouldn't be.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's gonna go. It'll go and pick him up, and then where's it going? Just gonna fly.
Yeah, it'll fly back level and then continue on east.
A question: Can is this the kind of toad or frog that has one of those roll-out tongues that can catch flies?
No.
Ah, damn it! Otherwise, I would have kept them as a pet.
I thought all frogs did that.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I'm not. I think there's
Only
a
they're
difference.
toads.
But it's a toad. Alright, so, really quick, Toad Silas, what are you up to right now as you're flying?
How high am I flying right now with this?
I would say about 5 feet off the ground, 5-10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so that wouldn't be enough to hurt me then. I guess I'll just stay in its talons for the time being. Not a whole lot I can do.
Okay.
Kind of looking sad while you're seeing your life flash in front of your eyes.
Clyde.
Oh, I'm up again, huh? He's just gonna keep running towards the road.
Okay.
So, hold on, I gotta move this map. He's at 25. And he's gonna continue to hold his action in case he sees one of the witches. Shooter.
All right. Well, so as you're running, you get out of these trees, and you kind of hear like some rustling up on top of the trees. And if you go to like kind of look up, you see standing on top of one of the trees a monkey, and he's wearing a cape.
Oh, fuck.
He's wearing a cape and no underpants.
Yay, Clyde! This time I bought him.
I like his fashion sense.
And he actually has 4 hands. This is a weird looking Clyde. And you could probably guess of what he is doing is he kind of squats down and lays a gigantic turd onto this tree, some of it kind of like falling off of the branch. And he uses all 4 arms and picks them all up and like starts twirling his arms really fast. And he goes and throws one and it smacks Clyde right in the face. And then the other 3 kind of go off into the distance like little missiles, and you can kind of see like little tracers on them. And you hear 2 more splats as the 2 witches start screaming, "What the hell was that? It tastes like peanut butter! That damn monkey!" And the last one will hit Toad Jingles right in the face as well. As
Inside a log.
inside of a log, yes. As Sven and Baron both bought Clyde the poo slinging monkey with their hard-earned Twitch points.
Oh, that was so funny.
Question: how many points did someone spend for that? Exactly.
1,000.
Oh. Good.
For me, it's only 800. I don't know why.
Maybe I changed it back to 800. I don't remember. So, Grumus.
Grandma's is like, oh no, man. What's happening? He didn't expect all this shit to go down, so he's gonna run past Varys. Like, Varys, run, man! And to reply to Clyde's comment, I didn't voluntarily shift out of being a horse, Something hit me in the butt 3 times.
And those screams from the two witches were pretty close.
So, yeah, he was holding the baby in one hand and the staff in the other because it's their light source. He's running over here, and then he's like, "We need to run faster!" And he's gonna dash and get the hell out of here with his action and run over there. And this is just forested area, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah.
Right past the bird carrying a toad.
Yeah.
Filter.
Okay, with Irina hidden, I am going to move back where I came from with a dash action, which 16s. There. And do I spot Grimace?
Yeah.
I think I can also see him.
Yeah.
Grimace. I'm here to help. What's going on?
We need to run. Some of those witches are chasing us.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know if I can respond in my own turn, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Toad jingles. So the sounds from the witches are pretty far away from you now. Like, you don't really hear much.
I'm gonna carefully peek my head out of the log and look around to make sure that there's no witches.
And you do not see any.
I'm gonna head back towards the windmill and try to get her brother. Maybe he can pop me or whatever. So, yeah, I'm gonna head that way. Especially since I don't know in character where anyone else is. So that's my current option. Let's go that way. So.
Okay.
I'll dash hop to the towards the windmill.
All right, you got 40 feet.
Dash hop. I like it.
And how close am I? I forget how close the windmill was.
Are you on the map? You should see your character. You can move him.
Yeah, but I can't. Since I don't have dark vision in this form, I can't tell which direction to go.
Yes. That's on purpose.
Toads have dark vision.
I'm just seeing just a basic circle.
What do you mean a basic circle? I'm confused.
I'm not seeing much in the way of lighting. So
Yeah, if you have dark vision, it all shows up as like a black and white image. If you didn't have any kind of night vision, you'd see nothing.
Yeah.
it was to the south, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start heading south and 40 feet.
So can you see?
Just move me 40 feet because I cannot see where
All
to
right.
go.
Well,
Really.
so I'll move you this time, but if you can't see, just go ahead and close the client and reopen it because I'm not just going to keep moving you.
Okay, no problem.
I won't let you kill the toads. That's right. I'm not going to let you kill the toads. All right. Let's see. She's going to try to get damn Ismark again. Bella. She's going to spend her turn wiping the poo out of her eyes. And Raven.
It'll continue like flying up to tree level and going east.
Alright.
So it'll be a bit higher in the air.
Yeah, like about 15 feet up and then move over. Alright, Ophelia, she's also kind of wiping the stuff out of her eyes. Irina is hanging oots. Ismark is going to piss off running. Verse.
Alright, bonus action. I'll move my spiritual weapon 20 feet.
Ah.
And then Varys will continue to promise I'll just dash over to join everyone.
Wait, you can't bonus action and then dash, what?
My action to dash.
Oh, action, okay. Oh yeah, bonus, yeah, gotcha. Alright, and so you see these guys. 5, 30. Yeah, Jay don't know where it is, so I'll do that. Jingles. Alright, so you're at the edge of this forest and you can see the granny already. Like, do you want to go into the forest? Because she was shooting stuff to like your east, northeast.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to move back towards the windmill.
Okay. So you hop back in. And you see Morgantha. She is staring at the trees to her northeast.
I'm gonna try to sneak past her. Which way is the windmill from there?
To your west. Okay, at the windmill.
Is that what the light is? Is the windmill?
Yes, the windmill is currently on fire a little bit. Thank you, Volker.
I would be back from the fire then.
Right.
I'll go there instead. Do I see Ismark?
You do not. You saw Morgantha. You heard some crashing through the trees to your northeast, and she is staring to the northeast as well, like she was attacking someone that ran into the woods.
I can't. I think stealthing is an action, isn't it? So I can't do that right now. So I'll just like freeze. Like nobody can see me. Nobody can see me. Nobody can see me. I'm a rock. I'm a rock. I'm a rock.
All right. Morgantha. Ooh, that's mean.
Where the hell did everyone go? And I'll move over towards Volker.
Volker will point behind him. He'll say, "There's the road is over there. Hidden arena behind a rock on the other side of it. We should take her out of here."
Now, where is everybody?
And then I point at Varys, and I point at his familiar, and I say, and I point at Clyde, and I think I think they're coming.
Oh. We need to get the hell up out of here. I got a crying baby for Christ's sake in my arm. And, he will, I will hold a thorn whip just in case anything turns out these woods that isn't friendly.
Okay.
And that would be my turn.
Clyde.
Clyde will continue running, and he'll hold his action in case he sees a witch.
Okay.
When he reaches everybody up here, he's gonna say, "Where's the goddamn monkey that started all this shit? I see everybody with the damn monkey. Where's Jingles?"
Can we respond to that right now or not?
Yeah, you can talk out of a turn.
No, I don't know, man.
Volker would say the last time I saw Jingles, he was surrendering himself to the witches.
Surrendering?
Yes.
And now you're telling me this?
Volker shrugs and he will turn around and he will sprint back to where he left Irina. Using his action attack.
Alright, it's fine. Oh god, that hurt. Fuck, that hurt. It's about 60 feet. Come on. Ralph. No. Alright, Morgantha. She's also gonna go into the woods looking for him. Not seeing anything, so she's going to dash. Ralph, go on. I ain't dealing with your shit tonight, dude. Oh god. Fucking motherfucker. Alright, that's her turn. Damn, Varys.
Alright, the thing is, we're just gonna keep moving. Varys will move 30 feet this way. Bonus action will use the cantrip Grim Sight to make my quarterstaff into a scythe.
Shit, is that fly the sound from Sirenscape?
Huh?
Are you doing that fly sound? Because I'm looking around me in real life.
Probably, yeah. Oh yeah, there's crickets right now.
And I'll dash. Yeah.
Alright, dashing onto the road.
Boy, Volker, we should get her and we just need to get going. We need to go pronto.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, so at this point, Silas has figured out that he's been polymorphed, correct?
I would assume he would know that he's polymorphed.
Okay, because okay, so Silas is going to try and attack the Raven to try and get it to attack him.
You are up high in the air.
Yes. No, I'm only 5 feet. It wouldn't probably be enough to hurt me.
No,
You're
you went
about
up
15
higher.
now. Yeah, you're about 15 now.
Oh, I'm 50. Okay, I'm just going to try and break free and drop. Okay, so do you want to grapple? Break grapple check? Okay.
No, so you'd have to do it. I guess I can put grapple on you. Yeah, hang on. Alright, try to do the break grapple.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it won't work.
No.
I didn't think it would work.
Okay. I'll just do a strength check with my 1 strength.
Yes.
You could do Dex, couldn't you?
Can I use Dex?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that instead. Better chance of that.
Yeah. So Toad Silas, the slippery bastard that he is, breaks Oots and falls and takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, so that's a. What would that be? 3 points of damage on myself when I get brought back to normal?
Yes.
Okay, so how damaged was I before I became a toad?
It looks like you're at full HP.
Oh, right on. So wounds 3. Oh, you
I
got it.
got you.
Okay, he is going to stand up, taking up half his movement. Would the fall been counted as movement as well?
No.
Okay, stand up, brush himself off, look around, try and reorientate himself. And
You see your
remember.
friends.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I say you see your friends.
Welcome
Okay.
back, Silas. This way.
Except the monkey. You don't see the monkey.
And Ismark as well. He's gonna see Irina there, I suppose, and kind of like, how the hell is she still alive?
Volker will reply, I fed her a healing potion.
Okay, I'm going to. Shit.
Ralph.
He's gonna look back to the group, back towards the windmill, back to the group, and he's gonna take off towards the windmill with the action dash and bonus dash.
Silas, where are you going?
Silas, you still owe me money.
So
Okay.
I think it was 15 movement to get up, so that would have given me 15, 60, only 75, so I should be back one more.
Okay.
I don't want to save them. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Irina is gonna sit there and rest. Jingles. One.
I'm gonna continue looking for Ismark.
Alright, where you currently are, you do not see him.
Okay. Can I figured out this is like a polymorph and I can end it if I take damage, or?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to stick a toad arm into the fire, I guess.
Alright,
Hop into the fire. Just hop in.
alright, so you are no longer a toad. You take
I'm gonna-
one extra point.
As soon as I come back, I'm gonna use my shadow gift to
Ralph!
But-
God damn, dude! Go away! Holy shit! What was that? Sorry.
He's checking something. He said, what is it? Hang on. And then he's looking something up.
Do we know what Strahd looks like?
You have not seen Strahd.
Okay, I'm going to use
That you're
my
aware. That you are aware of.
I'm gonna use my disguise self to look like Irina then, and that way if they see me, maybe they won't attack me.
Okay. They did just shoot a lightning bolt at her.
Then I'm gonna move around looking for Ismark.
You do realize that they did attack Irina, right? Baba?
I missed what you said. What?
You do realize that they did attack Irina?
Yes, but they seem to they just seem to want her back. So at least from what I understood.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna circle the windmill and looking like Irina, looking for Ismark.
Okay. Arena still sleeping. Ismark got a greater heal from Caesar. Cheater in the chat. Caesar, do you have one of those?
I think I do.
Just drop the coding on her.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yonder. Right. Clyde.
Clyde is going to, since he's falling behind and he only has 25 feet, he's going to move and dash this time.
Okay. Would the party know that Jingles is
there.
Irina? Not the real Irina. Ooh. I don't know.
And he's going to ask, why is Silas going back?
I don't know, man. The man gone crazy, you know.
I don't know. There's nothing we can do about it.
It's a fucking monkey!
There's
A fake monkey!
30 feet up the road. And then I'll hold my action to dash after the party's decided what way they're going. If the party goes back towards the tower, I'll sort of follow them back. But if they continue towards me, I'll dash down the road.
I don't think you can do that. But whatever.
Volker will say, he will look over his shoulder and he will say to Arena, some people are going to go back to get your brother, but we have to get to safety now. Those witchers that attacked you are coming here and they will try to hurt you, so come with me, and he will try to lift her up again.
Okay, she will not fight you.
Okay, and I will use my action for that, and I will move there.
It'll just come back to my shoulder, since it hasn't got any orders.
She is going to start walking. 5, 10, 15, 20. And we'll like, see you. And she's gonna come running up to Ismark, and she will claw him with advantage. Thank you from Svenster. Gross. Post shits. Oh, really?
Do I see anything rustling in the woods near me?
Do you see anything rustling in the woods?
Yeah, like within 30 feet.
How hard are you looking? You're just like kind of glancing over, or what?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take a good peek. Like, is it okay for me to not keep my action ready for anything that comes out of here?
You don't see anything moving. That's weird.
Okay, so in that case, I'll turn my back to the woods and
What the
I'll
fuck?
link up with the rest of the group.
Okay. Maybe like when you go through it again,
And head
it'll
over
fix
there.
it'll fix itself back out. Because I changed their names and then I fixed them back, so it might have
And
done something.
did that peeking cost me my action, or can I still dash?
You could dash just fine.
I'll move up another 30 feet over there.
But there's 2 Clydes. That's weird.
Volker, did you tell me that Irina was wounded? I think you didn't, did you?
I think I said I fed her a healing potion.
Okay.
But you
I
can
imagine
just
she
roll
looks
that.
well.
I can't really see her because I kind of walked along the trail. Might have just caught a glimpse of her. I wouldn't have been able to see her wounds that good. But yeah, I would just walk there. That would be my action.
Seth.
Okay, did I hear any of that cackling before the witch attacked Ismark?
Let me see. Oops. No. Because it's raining and yeah, you're not yet. No, you didn't.
Okay, so I guess I'll move 90 feet over this way. That's about it for me.
All right. Clyde. Try to give them an out to get the hell out of here,
Clyde's going to continue running and dashing. That's 40. So let me move 10 more once he gets there. Right there.
Funny. Volker.
Volker will continue running with the group.
Why is there 2 Clydes? You see, Sven, how it kind of changed their names around, but we still have 2 Clydes.
Still carrying Arena, of course.
That's weird. Jingles.
You would have run past me, would you not?
Yes.
Would I have seen the fact that she would be bleeding or at least wounded?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jingles.
Okay,
moved.
Yeah, that was my move from last turn. But when that witch attacked Ismark, did I hear any yelling or anything like that, or?
You did not.
And I don't see him around here anymore, huh?
You do not.
But that one hag is close to the windmill, right?
You don't know. Like, she took off into the woods.
Well, I don't know where anyone else is, so I'm just going to
I see the 2 Clydes.
take off towards the next town, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna book it in arena form towards the next town.
All right.
Okay. Have I heard anything at this point?
Yes. Yes. You would from the north.
Okay. I will use my action to do a stealth check first. So I can try and slip in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, you can see, actually, with your dark vision, you can see the outline of one of the hags.
Okay. In that case, where's my tower?
It should be the gargoyle.
I know, it's not there. What the hell?
Oh, it's actually next to my dice for me. Do you see it?
No.
I don't know what it says. Two
I
clients.
don't-
It might be bugged behind your map. Try that.
Jingles, Harris, Volker.
No. Could you roll for me,
Grumbles.
Chad, until I can figure out where my gargoyle went?
What are you trying to do a stealth?
Yeah, just a stealth check in the tower.
Okay.
Okay, so can we have 60 movement? And move up here first.
So as you start to enter the woods, you step on a branch with a loud crack.
Oh, great. Guess he'll... Yep. So that was 40, 50. Guess he'll just kind of approach the hag, non-threateningly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is bad. Okay.
Are they trying to do a
They all
party wave?
noticed me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think diplomacy is gonna work here, but how bad does Ismark look?
He's bleeding pretty heavily.
Okay. Silas will kind of turn to I guess the matriarch of these hags. Just what the hell to even say? This like, oh, sorry, my friend stuck your daughter's head in an oven.
I don't get it.
Shit, I am for a loss here.
What the fuck they're doing?
He ran in with no plan.
I was hoping that wouldn't be two of them right next to Ismark, but that did not
Oh.
plan. Yeah. I suppose we couldn't discuss this and spare my employer's life.
She'll look at you and say, "Didn't you steal my child?"
That I did, but I assume this is a lot more than that right now. My party did happen to assault one of your daughters. I was hoping that we could resolve this without any further more violence.
Roll a persuasion in the tower.
I don't have a tower. You're gonna have to do that for me.
How do you not have a tower?
I don't know. It should be here. It should be in one of the corners, but it's not. Oh wait, I think there it is. How the hell did it end up over there?
Alright, so... Oh god, I can't believe you did that. You know what your modifier is, right?
For persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a 1? Oh shit.
So she'll look at you and scratch your chin, and she's like, "I'm open to discussion. What do you have to offer?"
What would be a fair offer for what do you want?
Well, you see, you set our house on fire.
I had nothing to do with that, and neither did my employer. My
And-
party is
and you stole my grandson, and you called my daughters ugly.
Was that me? Can I do an insight check to see if she's telling the truth about the grandson?
Yeah. Give me a second here.
What, you don't believe her? Don't you always take your grandson for walks in a cage?
You actually believe that she's telling the truth.
Holy shit, so gullible. I can retrieve him for you, but you have to understand what we found in your house was a little unnerving.
What did you find in my house?
Baby bones.
Baby bones? We just moved in there not too long ago.
She is going to just completely have me wrapped around her finger at the end of all this.
And that is a lot for 6 seconds.
That's what?
That is enough for 6 seconds.
Okay. I think I've held things up here long enough. I'll move on, but next round we'll see where this goes.
Yes. Ismark is like when she turns to look at you, he's holding his sword and he's just gonna plop down really quick and breathe. You see coming into view the other daughter. Can we eat him now? Raven.
Just sitting on my shoulder.
Various. See, I had all this shit planned out for them for today. They're not going anywhere. I was just going to let them fuck off. Like, I don't get it.
And Irina's with Volker, right?
Yes.
Varys will just dash another 30 feet and just sort of be on the lookout, trying to see if there's any wolf eyes in the forest.
Alright. Alright, so Morgantha, she'll look back at Silas and say, okay, let's continue on as the DM is getting back to me. What do you have to offer?
Let's... Yeah, I am broke. I don't think they want money anyways. He's gonna look at the hags and just like, I don't think monetary value is your thing. What would you prefer?
How about the deed to this place, as my daughter has told us that you supposedly own the deed.
Yes, we can arrange that. I can surely convince one of my party members to hand over the deed.
And you must never come back here again.
We were not planning on it, I can assure you.
And that's her turn. Irina slumped over Grumus.
If I roll a perception check, would I be able to listen to on this conversation happening so far away?
Their conversation going on right now?
Yeah, between him and the witches.
Oh, let's see. Hang on a second.
If I roll a nat 20 or something.
Considering you are 220 feet away and it is raining, no.
Okay.
It's almost a football field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was raining. Yep. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really have a waterproof sack or backpack. And if I remember correctly, I have that deed somewhere. Yeah. So, Would that ruin the deed or the ink on it?
I don't know.
You don't know he made a deal, right? But I think you're able to.
Wait, what?
Let's say you guys have no idea what's going on right now. Like y'all just
No.
trying to run away.
That was out of character, just asking.
No, I usually like, even though it's raining, your backpacks are waterproof. Like it's not gonna, unless you like open up the damn thing, like here, drink. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What else I wanted to do was when Volker, because Volker was behind me at the start, or at the ending of my last turn, and now he ran up with Irina. I will move up towards them, and I will cast a heal on her.
Okay.
Wait, what are you casting on her?
A healing spell.
Okay.
And I'll just do a level 1 cure wounds on her, just to make her feel a little bit better. Ah, crap, I keep forgetting. I need to turn on the Disciple of Life stuff. There you go.
And she'll look up at you, and her eyes, they're a lot lighter than they used to be, and you can see in her hair, some of her hair is kind of like streaked white, and she will thank you.
Wait, could you repeat that? Her eyes seem lighter now?
Yes, like she had darker eyes, and now her eyes are a little bit lighter.
I never noticed your eyes were that pretty, as he says in a serious voice. And that would be his turn.
Alright, so she's, let's see. And she'll come up, but Mom, I want to eat them!
I'm hungry.
So which one of you is the mother? Silas says, he gestures to the two younger looking hags.
And they will all glare at you.
He's gonna kind of shrink away a little.
I'm hungry. And Morgantha will slap Ophelia. Stop it! And she will say something. And she will say something to her in that language. And Silas, you have no idea what that means.
No, I have absolutely no idea.
Clyde.
Clyde's gonna catch up to the group. And he's probably gonna dash a little bit further. Yeah, to there. That's the end of his turn.
The GM unknown thing, is that one of the sisters talking?
Yes.
I will nod at Grimace to indicate my thanks. And I will keep carrying Arena and use the dash action.
And as you're doing it, Irina will say, I think I'm okay to walk now.
Okay, then I will put her down next to myself here, Ferris.
Alright. Jingles.
Just continuing to make my way towards the next town.
Which direction are you going?
The opposite direction the way we came. I don't know. I don't know how well Jingles would know this town, this area. So, He'll just follow the road, whichever way it's going, away from the way that they didn't come, and away from the windmill.
Okay, so
Jingles is lost.
So you're gonna go.
Didn't take.
So yeah, you're gonna go back up the path you originally came down, and then go the opposite direction from where you came from. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, that works. I'll just leave you where you are for now, and then we'll get to you. And that's all you're gonna do is travel.
Yeah, there's no sense in me going back. Everyone's dead.
Okay. Now, young one, and I one more request I have of you. As she looks at Silas.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
She'll young one more request from you.
What would that be, ma'am?
What is your full name?
My full name? It's just Silas, man. I can assure you.
And she'll kind of put her hand on your shoulder. We both know that's not true.
Silas will kind of sigh, and then actually tell her his full name.
Okay, and she'll say, "Can you say it one more time, please?"
Say it for the crowd. Say it for the crowd to hear.
Yeah, that's my true name is Inrun.
And run what? And she will say, "Thank you very much. You may go. You may take this one with you. I will expect the deed back in, let's say, how about 30 minutes?"
Very well. And with that, he'll kind of, Silas will turn his eyes to Ismark. Can you walk?
Yes.
Start walking that way. He's gonna point over where the group is.
Alright, and so if no one else is going to go back, I'll take you out of combat, move some people around really quick.
I like how nobody asked about the monkey.
I know, right?
I can't believe that worked.
I can't believe that worked either, if I'm being honest.
That's awesome.
So Grummus and all these, everyone, you would eventually hear Silas and Ismark catching up to you.
Oh, that's where you went. Where's the monkey?
Where's Jingles?
I don't know, man. We lost him in the fight.
Oops.
Did they eat him?
No.
I don't think so. Why would they eat a toy monkey? It makes no sense. You can't eat a toy.
Alright, so Silas...
Where did you go?
Yeah.
You can eat a toy monkey. Passing the toy monkey is the problem.
You can't digest a toy. Why would they eat a toy monkey? It makes no sense, to be honest.
Alright, so you guys are out of combat. Sketh, if you want to relay what happened, go for it. If not,
He's like,
go ahead.
who has the deed here? He's gonna say as he'd be walking behind Ismark as they approach.
And I would say it would have taken you about 10 minutes to catch up to him.
Okay. So as he approaches the group, Silas will just yell out, "Who has the deed?" And the child.
Promise is holding the child, and he knows he has the deed in his backpack, but he's gonna quickly run towards Volker and stand behind him. He's like, "Volker, I don't want to give him the child or the deed."
Volker will say, "You can have the deed, but not the child."
The child is their grandson. They just want it back. They overreacted.
No, they obviously.
No, they
They are
seem
evil,
to
man.
be
They're
here.
evil child-eating witches.
Surely you didn't believe him.
Child is unfortunately part of the deal.
Did you see any baby carrying stuff in that tower?
We never got to the upper floors, so who knows? There could have been a whole nursery up there.
Why would they keep a grandson in a cage?
That wasn't. Maybe that's all they. They wouldn't have lied, would they?
I'll say, even if he's a grandson, we're not giving a child to those insane evil witches.
Well,
Who's crazy enough to go back over there?
they'll probably hunt us while we try and sleep tonight, so.
What? They can find.
Ismark, see to your sister. She, experienced, an injury far worse than you,
Listen, why don't we just have Clyde over here attach the deed or something to one of his arrows and shoot it in that direction? Maybe
I can
it'll
send
hit.
my raven with the deed, but I don't think we should give them the child.
No, man, they'll boil it and eat it. You didn't see all the bones. They'll use his tiny little ribs or pork chops or whatever, spare ribs. You can't do that to a child.
Ribs.
I'll say, Varys, can you send the deed over with a raven, and we'll just have to accept that they might come after us if we don't give them the child.
They'll probably kill us in our sleep and take the child anyways. This is the life in Strahd, unfortunately.
Well, we'll just have to be extra careful and move faster than normal.
Very well. Send the deed to them. Perhaps they won't mind their grandchild being taken from them.
Maybe if you attach an extra message, Silas, saying that you'll compensate them at a later date for the child.
Yes, I will compensate them for their grandchild. He's just gonna look away slowly, he still firmly believes it's their grandchild. Yeah, I'm sure I can compensate them for that.
And
Yeah.
you just
Wait. Why would you compensate witches for stealing a child? It don't make no sense.
This is the two things they wanted, so if we can give them and they don't follow us, is what I'm thinking. Obviously we shouldn't compensate them, but Silas has sort of already made the deal, it seems.
Chromus remembers that he also still has a rooster now, so
that's between Silas and the witches. There's nothing to do with us.
That's why we're changing it to be Silas compensating them in the future.
I have an idea. I'll give the child to Varys to hold for a moment.
Silas still has to compensate us as well.
Yeah, I don't want the man to give away his money. And I'll take out the deed out of my backpack and I'll hand it over to Silas. And I'll also give him my rooster.
He's just holding the deed in one hand and the rooster in the other. Just kind of looking back and forth. What am I supposed to do with the rooster?
Stop fucking witches, they want food. I don't want them to follow us. Just give them my rooster.
It's their grandchild. They're not going to eat it.
They just want food. You don't understand.
Do you have an illusion spell that we can cast on the rooster?
No.
Turn the rooster into a grandchild.
I wish I could, but I don't think the rooster will suffice, Grummus, and we would still need to give them additional.
Please, someone try and persuade me that it's not actually their grandchild.
I have an idea.
Alright, Varys will try and persuade you.
Why don't we
It's
just
not
ignore
their
Chromus will
child.
try that as well.
I don't
think the rooster will suffice.
They'll come after us.
Well, like I said, if we offer the compensation and then they do come after us, we don't have to compensate them. But if we see them in a couple months and they haven't attacked us, we can fulfill.
That's the other thing, we can never come back here.
We just tell them we got lost and couldn't find our way back. If they find us, we'll give them the deed.
Exactly. Quickly write that note, Silas, and we can send my raven off.
maybe Silas should go with the rooster and the deed. Hand it over personally.
I just. Varys will whisper into Volker's ear. He'll probably run off. He owes us a lot of money.
Yeah, if he wanted to run off, he could have done so.
Alright, I'll take the message myself.
So you're taking my precious rooster and the deed, yes?
No, he's gonna drop the rooster because it's never gonna work.
If it's just a message, I can send a raven.
Yeah, you should really. If you're not going to take the rooster, we can just send a raven.
Very well. I don't think they will be satisfied with that, but we can at least give them part of the deal for now.
That's why you gotta write this note.
Well, I'm not in the business of satisfying witches.
Silas will write the note and hand the deed and the note off to Clyde, or Varys, so that he can send his raven out to deliver it.
I will whisper to Varys, we'll need to watch on the child in case he tries to.
Varys say, yes, I will send my raven off right now. And we'll attach the. I guess I have a pouch. Could I just like tie the pouch to the raven's foot or something and put the letter in it?
That's fine.
And the deed. Okay, that's what I'll do, and I'll send the raven off.
What does the letter say?
Sorry, you crazy witches, but there's no way in hell we're giving you a child.
Whatever Silas wrote is what the letter says.
No, I'm just messing. Whatever Silas wrote, yeah.
Oh yeah, Silas, what did you write in there?
I'm just typing it out for you in Discord right now.
I hope
Okay.
Clyde hope says that we'll give you a child. He's going to come after us right away. But I don't think I'm going to wait for
You see him slowly making his way up the path.
And as he approaches, I'll say, damn.
Here's the bastard that started it all.
It says you, Clyde.
Well, at least he's still wearing my cloak.
Thought I was going the other direction.
Hey, what? I thought you were trying to get back to the party.
Clyde's
Oh.
gonna yell at Jingle. That was a stupid plan! A stupid plan!
You're a stupid plan.
Can we stop fighting now? Did they send the letter? Yeah, right. They already sent the letter.
Yes.
Like, we need to set up camp somewhere. I want to sleep and then I want to get the hell out of here. Wait, no, we need to walk away now before the stupid witches come after us.
I ain't sleeping nowhere near here.
No, you're right. We need to get the heck up out of here. I want
Yes.
him to find us.
We could double time it to the next town. Just not take any rest.
How far is it to the next town, Irina and Ismark?
From here, about a half day to a full day journey. No, it's about a day journey, sorry.
Oh shit.
That's if we travel all night.
I think we should. We're gonna be probably really hurting by the time we get there, but we need to get out of here now. Those baby-eating monsters is gonna come after us.
Yes, once we're a bit away, we might want to take a short break and catch our breaths, but we should get going as is.
I agree.
Grandma says, should I turn into a horse so whoever's wounded can ride me in turns? Definitely not right, but whatever.
Jesus.
It's just Irina or this merchant right you. The rest of us can walk.
Alright, and how far do you want to go? Keep in mind it is, middle of the night.
Grummus will suggest it, or wait, no, Grummus is turned into a horse, never mind.
as far as until we feel safe, and then we should take a rest.
Well, I'm never gonna feel safe, so I think we should just continue to the town, even though we're gonna be conscious once we get there.
Maybe once Grummus turns back into Grummus, we can take a break.
We should, we should just travel all night, even though one of the Twitch chat is gonna buy us a random account.
You guys will notice that once Grummus turns into his horse's staff, that is currently your licensed horse is dropped on the ground again. So.
Varys will pick it up and slot it into like your saddle.
All right, and you're also still carrying the baby, right?
Yeah, I can carry the baby.
And how long is your wild shape left? For?
I believe it's an hour. Hold on. 1 hour per every 2. Yeah, that's 1 hour at the moment.
Alright.
Or maybe an hour and a half, depending on how you interpret the duration.
So you travel nice and quick for about an hour, and then Horse Grummus disappears.
Correct.
And it has stopped raining by now. But it is still nighttime.
Should we take a short break, guys?
Yeah, let's do a short rest.
Alright. And as you guys were leaving that area, you hear like a big loud thunderbolt and lightning like strike kind of where you guys were just at, like the hags, the tower thing.
Oh shit.
They're pissed.
I'm not stopping. You guys can take a rest. I'm just gonna continue on. See ya. I'll see you in town. Bye.
I think we should keep going, man. For now, at least.
We're all still pretty injured from the fight, aren't we? Or Ismark's pretty.
I mean, I could use a few more healing spells, you know. I haven't used that many.
Appears to be pretty wounded as well.
So,
Clyde, Volker, Ismark, all heavy.
where is this thing? Hold on.
Short rest or continue on?
I'm just gonna heal a few people and we're gonna probably continue on after that.
Okay.
At least that's what Chroma suggests at least. So that's 2d8. Alright, so level 2 cast on Ismark. Does he seem to be the most wounded? Oh shit, can you add 3 more points to his health? I forgot to add the effect of the Disciple of Life.
Yes.
And
50,
I'll
49,
do
48.
this. Oh, actually 4 points rather than 3 because it's level 2. And I will add that again and do the same on Volker. Let's see, that's 2 level 2 spell slots gone, and I'll use another level 1 to heal Clyde up a bit.
Damn, Crumbus is
Oh yeah.
He really is.
That's why I wanted to try this character out, but it's takes kind of getting used to the, do everything.
starting to think that with all this healing, we can maybe kill 1 or 2 of the witches.
Well, I mean, that's probably most of the healing. They'll just knock us down again.
And to be fair, y'all the one who picked to fight with the hag cup and not me.
Of course we did.
Why can't I remove one of the dice?
Is that the grandbaby?
Yeah, my daughter's busy right now.
Baby. It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's taking the child.
Alright. Oh, that was a pretty low roll, but you're still healed up a bit. Alright, so that's... I still have a couple of spell slots left, but not a whole lot.
Alright, so we'll take a break here in a second. Before we do that, do a couple things. Are you guys taking a short rest at all, or are you just going to continue walking? Like you're going to...
1 hour, right?
Yeah, short rest is 1 hour. You don't have to, but it's up to you.
Jingles isn't, no matter what happens, he's gonna just continue going because he doesn't want to play with witches.
Are we doing exhaustion rules in this, or?
Yep. Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Probably not a good idea then.
No, I have a suggestion. Maybe we can look around for a place off the road. Like, if we keep walking for an hour or two more and then find a place to take a short rest.
Would a short rest counteract exhaustion?
No,
Or would
you
we have to
take
take
a long
a long
rest.
one?
It has to be a long one. Reading the rules right here. The travel pace table assumes that the characters travel for 8 hours a day. They can push on beyond that limit at the risk of exhaustion, which you guys are at that limit now. For each additional hour of travel beyond 8 hours, the characters cover the distance shown, blah, blah, blah. And each character must make a con save throw at the end of each hour. And the con save goes up by 1 each time, and on a failed save, a character suffers 1 level of exhaustion.
I think we should find somewhere to long rest off the track.
Yeah, I think we probably do survival checks, see if we can maybe find a cave of some kind that we could rest in.
And I'll have my raven go like above tree levels.
He's gonna look, Jingles look back at them and like, hello, werewolves, I am not stopping. If you want to stop and die, it's fine with me. I'm just gonna continue. See ya.
Yes, because all your current choices have been so great, Jingles.
Yeah,
Jingles, by the time the wolf appears, you'll be so tired you won't even be able to fight.
I'll say instead of splitting up, we should simply vote on that.
Chad, out of character question. Since Gromus is a druid and has been living as a druid during his childhood all the way into his adolescent years, would he know how to look for a cave?
Yeah. Keep in mind, it is dark still out here. You could probably go into the woods and look around if you wanted. Right now, the whole time you've been traveling, you've been in the woods. Even when you were in the woods earlier, you wouldn't have seen anything that would give off a sense of the cave.
True. Have I seen any rivers while it was still day? Did I hear a river? Do I still hear a river?
You crossed over a river, I believe, 8, 9, 10 hours ago. Because that big ass one, the Sur Falls, that was the last river you saw with the big river falls and all that stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't run anywhere near this forest, does it?
Not where you're at currently. You don't hear it.
Would I know in which direction we would have to walk in order to pick up the trail of that river again?
Not right now. I would say, when you were standing at the bridge, this was several sessions ago, but when you were standing on top of the bridge, the river was about 100 feet down below, and you saw it winding down south, and you guys are heading north right now.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so then I would like to do a survival check maybe get a little bit of help from my background, I don't know, to see if I can find a cave.
All right. Are you going off? Are you just standing on the path?
I know I'll probably go off the path a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left first to see if I can find anything that looks like a rocky mound or anything that might resemble a cave.
All right.
I'll let Grandmas know like this sort of direction if my Raven can see any rocky this nearby.
All right. Before we do that, let's go ahead and take our 10-minute break now, and we can come back and get that going. I gotta pee.
All right. 10 before then.
Yes.
All right. See you in a bit.
All right, stream. We're gonna take a quick break because I don't know about you guys, but I gotta pee. We'll be back here shortly. Go away, but please come back and say hi. I'm trying my best not to kill these guys, but you know how it is. These guys are a little bit crazy. All right. Do some pretzel, and then we'll be back. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I was not expecting any of you guys to video that today, so. But I got a package delivered. I'm gonna go grab it because it's nice. You're damn right it is. It's the revamped one. I did not. Well, I had the old one that came out a long time ago. I had that, but I never had the 5e ones at all. But yay. Yeah. No, I have a bunch. The new Curse of Strahd one. No, the revamped version. Like the Van Richten's one. Cause there ain't shit in there. And 0 stat blocks. Arms with backpacks and lunch in brown sacks with tremble in a hand. Words of elders as if they could smell her face. No, they had that at the game shop. The dude actually tried to get me to buy that one when I asked him for Strahd. And he's like, "Oh no, we have this one though, and it's almost it's just as good, if not better." I'm like, okay, no. I mean, see, I don't think he pictured me as someone playing D&D because I came in, I was on a Harley, I was wearing jeans and a Harley t-shirt and boots, and I have a big ass beard, so probably just assumed I was buying it for someone else. Pretty much. No, yeah, he did, but no, it's I was kind of pissed off. But yeah, I got my new my book, and now I got me.
tight till we get to this war zone. Just won't hang around. Size minds. She won't hang around. Side. She won't hang around. She won't hang around. She won't hang around. She won't hang around.
Every hole you smashed in my tomorrow
She won't hang around.
must have seemed like such a waste when like tomorrow.
She won't hang around.
Oh, you're actually called Clyde Flinger? I did not know that.
You just got
That's
the, you just noticed.
Yeah, oh
You just got the
yeah.
reference?
That's so funny. I never knew that was your character's last name, though. Of course, this is all out of character knowledge.
Right. Okay, so we are back. What have we decided? Are we going to forcefully march, or are we going to rest, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, look for somewhere to long rest.
Yes.
Long rest. All right. Are we doing watch orders?
First I need to find a cave.
What if you don't find a cave, though?
Then we'll just
Then-
have to get our sleeping bags out and sleep in the rain.
Yeah, find
Well,
somewhere suitable at least.
Yeah, find a suitable campsite or something like that.
All right, give me a survival.
In the tower?
Is that from everyone? Or
Yeah, if you're all looking for a campsite, give me a survival. All right, so Silas, you know that the grass is green, and that there are trees.
is that in that one?
He rolled a 7.
Oh,
But Volker, Clyde, Grummus, and Varys, you all find a place that is like a canopy is underneath the tree, and the ground down there is dry. But you don't find no cave.
Dang it. This will have to do, my friends, as he says in a serious voice. Or his common dialect, I should say.
Are we going to set up a watch order?
Yes.
Yeah. And before we rest, I want to cast like the alarm spell. It's a 20-foot cube. Would we all sleep in a 20-foot cube? I feel like 20 feet's pretty big, right?
Yeah, we don't have to practice social distancing here.
That is a 20-foot cube. That's a 20-foot cube right there.
Is it? I think it's going to be slightly bigger to the rest of the square.
There we go.
That's fine. Yeah, we can all sort of like huddle in here, and I'll exclude everyone from it, and I'll make it like an audible alarm. So if a creature enters the area, it'll just make an alarm noise.
Okay.
Maybe a humanoid creature.
No, a tiny or larger creature.
Or an insect or a bird is gonna trigger it.
Well, insects are probably smaller than tiny.
All right. Watch order. What would it be?
Silas will take last shift.
Okay.
Volker will take first one.
All right.
I can take second one.
All right. Grandma's Clyde Jingles.
Who ate the cakes? Varys will ask.
We had a watch order before. I'll stay at 4.
What cake? I didn't eat no cake, I think.
There's an order on the party sheet.
You ate all the cakes, unfortunately, Grummus.
Wait, what? Was this when I wasn't here?
That was when
Yes.
you weren't here.
Damn it.
Did anyone else eat the cakes? Jingles, Clyde?
I can't remember.
I think Clyde ate it, or Jingles ate a cake. I'm not even
Yeah, I don't
sure if
think
I
I-
was. I'm not even sure if I was here, to be honest, when that happened. I can't remember eating any cakes when I was here.
No, I think you went here the first time we got into the tower. So is this Grummus that ate the cake?
That was at Irene and what's his name's house.
No,
That was at the
they,
windmill.
Yeah, they ate some at the windmill.
Clyde didn't eat any at the windmill.
I was in the room. Do I remember Jingles eating any of it?
You do not. He
Promise
was
you
busy
can't watch that.
He was busy making a hot pocket.
Sorry, what?
You won't be able to be on watch tonight, Gromus. You're gonna probably fall asleep because you ate the pies again.
Again, I didn't eat any pies the first time, and if I hypothetically we're assuming that I ate some of this.
Didn't you eat the
house.
vegetable pie when we first got into that town?
Nope. I can remember that clear as day.
Pretty sure it was only Silas and one other person that wasn't passed out sleeping during that event. It was, I think it was Volker, maybe?
I'm pretty sure I ate at Irina's that first night. But I didn't eat any of the hag's pies.
Well, we didn't eat any pies on the first or second.
Okay, so...
Yeah, Gromus, you won't be able to take a watch tonight. Just rest up.
Who played me during that episode when I wasn't here?
I did.
You let one of the wisest characters eat cake from a hag.
Well, first of all, he ate the cake the first time. So he was connected, and he was like big friends with Bella, who was also offering him all sorts of food and cake and being super nice to him.
So
Right.
people,
We didn't know they were hags, and the old lady wasn't there. They were just two younger ladies, and they were making pot pies.
so the people who ate the pies in Barovia were Jingles and Grummus.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because I made a note.
I can't even remember that shit. That was way back.
Yeah, I made a note of it.
How many people do we need for a night watch?
So 10-hour watch. So you need it's a 10-hour watch or 10-hour long rest with 10 hours, and you need at least 8 hours of downtime. So you can sleep for 8 hours and then do 2-hour shifts.
I'll go number 4.
So I got Volker for 1, Bears for 2. I need someone for 3. And then, because Grummus isn't going to do one, Silas wants to do the last one.
Clyde will take 4.
So we're going to have Jingles do 3.
As long as the Jingles didn't eat the cake.
He did not eat at the hag. Alright.
Yeah, I can do one. What do I need to do?
Let's see. Da-da. As you guys go to take a nappy nap, need one of those. Silas and Silas and Jingles, click the button, please. Scott. Oh, Scott. He's probably busy eating damn syrup.
Drinking it.
Drinking it, yeah. It probably snowed there yesterday. He's dumping it into the ground and taking a stick and eating it. Fucking Canadians.
There could be a goose in the yard looking at him.
It very well could be. Alright, so congratulations. You took a long rest successfully. And nothing came to fuck with you guys.
Eh? What kind of miracle is that?
I know. Because I already pre-rolled this before we started. So now you're about a half a day's journey away from Valakai, and you're got a good distance away from the hags. When you guys are all waking up, Grummus, he's still sleeping. But the little boy is awake now, and he's rubbing his eyes and sees all of you guys. And where's my grandma?
I thought that was a baby.
Oh no, it was a it was a child.
Who's your grandma?
It was the lady who I came back from Barovia with.
That's not your grandmother. That's a hag. She eats children.
Huh?
Silence will describe the hag to him and see if that fits the description of the person he's thinking of.
But she was taking me to see my mommy.
And she was taking you to.
Did you know her before him?
Huh?
Did you meet her before she told you she was taking you to see her mummy?
My grandma? Yeah, we all lived together.
Who's your mother? What's her name?
I call her mommy, but people call her Offala? Offie? Something, I don't know. Where's my grandma? And he'll start kicking his feet on the ground.
You just Silence is just gonna like look at the party.
Out of character. Oh shit! It really was her grandson.
Hey,
We
hey
should
kid,
find
what's
somebody-
your favorite way to travel?
Hey, we're not taking this kid back to her. They're evil hags. They eat children.
And Volker will rub his chin and he will give the kid a dangerous look and he'll say, maybe this child is a hag as well.
Maybe we should turn about for fair play and we should eat him.
What's
we
the
just
heck?
take him to the town. We just take him to town and they
Yeah,
can help
we'll tell
find his
somebody in
family.
town. Yeah, we'll tell somebody in town we found him in the woods, we brought him here, and then they can take him home.
Well, he's obviously going to tell them that that's not the case.
Well, we have
He
to
don't
knock
know,
him.
he just woke up.
We'll just knock him unconscious first, or get him drunk.
Maybe we should test him for evil.
Mom!
Silence will like walk over to him, put his hand out for him to hold. Your grandmother told us to look after you for the time being. We're gonna take you to the nearest town, and they will look after you until they can get you back to your grandmother.
He'll look up at you and he sees, and he'll see Jingles. Monkey! And he'll go and pick up Jingles.
Wait, what did he say?
Monkey!
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It works. Silence is just gonna sit back and watch. If it keeps the kid happy.
He likes it when you pull on his hair.
Monkey, monkey, monkey!
Hey,
Pissing me off.
the Jingle starts reaching for the dagger that you know he keeps hiding in his tutu.
Monkey, monkey, monkey! And he'll like start like swinging you all over the place.
Swinging him by the tail.
I'll tell Silas to keep Jingles in check. Entertain the child.
We're not far from town, Jingles. You just gotta put up with it till then.
Don't worry about breaking him. He's very durable.
Let's see how durable this kid is when I put a dagger through his face.
He smells funny.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It you get used to it after a little while.
Is out of character, does the kid think he smells like peanut butter?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, just hold on to the monkey for now, and we'll take you to the nearest town. How's that sound, little guy?
Your grandma will come and pick you up at some point.
Okay. And then he'll go and run and jump on to Grummus as Grummus is sleeping. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
You gotta wake up from that?
Volker seems really irritated with this kid.
Try
Distance.
what's your name, little one?
Franklin!
Franklin. That's a great name. Try plugging his nose and covering his mouth, Franklin. That usually works.
Okay! And then he'll go and like sit on Grummus's face.
Don't encourage the kid to suffocate Grumman.
Silas, remember you can't wake people up once they've had the pies.
Who said anything to wake them up?
Well, are you trying to kill Grummus?
I've got a lot of pent-up anger right now for you guys.
Against Grummus?
Especially Grummus.
I would watch where I sleep then from now on.
We have a lot of pent-up anger with you two, Silas, so that'll even it out.
You don't get to play that game with me. You just almost got us killed by 3 hags because you couldn't contain your bloodlust. You insane blood hunter.
What should we do? Let a few evil hags do whatever they want?
It accomplished us all dying. Who would we have saved?
We're all fine, aren't we?
Yeah, so other than me.
Because I managed to talk to them and convince them not to kill all of you.
You as good as shoved a kid into their mouths.
Yeah, you are kind of a dick too. So don't. Plus, don't remember.
Right now, Jingles, you started all of this.
And we're not even talking about the weird secrets that you're keeping.
Yeah, exactly. How about you take that mask off, Silas?
Oof.
And you'll see Irina watching you guys. She kind of has her distance, like, away from you a little bit, but she's all watching you intently as Mark is packing his stuff up.
He's gonna turn to Irina. And I almost got the people that we were supposed to protect killed to begin with. How is Irina anyways? You took a pretty bad hit there.
She was dead from when I saw her.
I'll say no, she wasn't. I fed her a healing potion and she was fine.
She was dead at my feet. That's why I offered to sacrifice myself to save it.
I was holding her the entire time and she didn't die.
She died at the windmill. I watched her fall. Well, actually, I heard her fall because she was invisible.
Yeah, but you know, falling over after being shot with magic doesn't mean you die. How would you know that she died? Did you check the pulse?
She was invisible, but I didn't hear breathing.
So just because in the middle of a stormy rain cloud, in the middle of a battle, you didn't hear her breathing, you think she died? That's ridiculous.
I'm low to the.
Her, and I checked her pulse, and she didn't die. She was fine.
I'm low to the ground. I can hear people.
You can hear everyone breathing at all times in the middle of a battle.
Especially when I watch you guys sleep. Yes.
You watch us sleep.
Sometimes it's kind of boring.
Right. Well, I can guarantee you that she didn't die, and
Well, I can guarantee you.
Whatever the case, she appears to be alive. So we'll roll with that.
Probably some sort of devil or something. For all we.
probably you're some sort of devil, you living monkey.
Well, let's settle it then. Irina, are you possessed by a devil?
No.
No, she just wants.
Good luck for me. Let's move on, shall we?
No, a devil just wants in her knickers.
You're a mysterious animated toy doll with a tutu that can hold dozens of items. You're traveling with a guy that is lying about everything. You want us to distrust Irina?
I don't trust anyone. I mean, well, look at Silas. He doesn't even trust me after all this time that we've been together. Which really hurts. You know, I was gonna.
Yeah. Just like, do you remember what happened yesterday, Jingles? You really want to question why I don't trust you?
At least Jingles was there and he tried to save us all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that worked so great. Yeah, at least he followed you into the pits of hell. Good job, Jingles.
You know, I don't put up with this.
He tried to trade his own life to let us escape. Whereas you are trading the lives of children. I'd say that gives Jingles one up on you.
So,
What are you talking about? It's obviously they're their grandchild.
No, it's not. He's bewitched or something.
And you might be bewitched as well, Silas.
No, but the kid just told us that it was actually his grandmother.
Yes, but he's a child and they are evil hags. They might have magic on him.
Exactly. It's a hag, for God's sakes.
We're accomplishing nothing here. We should move on before
Let us go to the town where you promised you would come to us.
You gotta wait till Grummus wakes up, guys, unless someone wants to carry the big guy.
Can we just splash water on his face?
I don't think that'll work.
I lean down and I try to slap Grummus for
Before you do that, I will start rolling away from the campfire.
One second. See, he's gonna comment real quick.
He's still snoring, and you can hear him roll away and steam roll away.
What was Koa doing?
I was trying to say that. When. God damn it! What did Silas say? Nothing's happening here, or something like that. What?
We're accomplishing nothing here. Let's just move on.
Oh, isn't that what every woman says to you on the night of the night when you spend with them?
And Silas is just gonna like turn towards Jingles. Well, at least I could actually satisfy a woman at some point. As he looks down at the inanimate object that has been given life.
Hey! The tail's really flexible. Let me put it that way.
I really don't.
You're telling yourself that, monkey.
I really don't. Can you guys stop? This is not leading anywhere.
Yeah.
Let's wake Grummus up, and I walk over to Grummus and try to slap him in the face for 1 damage.
Volker, we've tried this. We know you can't wake up from excess help.
What if we bite him?
I've got a plan. Let me see.
Alright.
Yes. I'm going to take out my rope.
I already, before you do anything else, Grummus rolled away and hit a rock or a tree, and he started to wake up, and also from you guys arguing.
As you're waking up, Varys is going to cast a
Jingles and
cantrip on you.
Silas ripping into each other really helps.
What did you... You cast that on me?
Yeah. Varys is just sort of waiting for you to wake up and cast this on you. Since it was like everyone felt slightly weird after they woke up from the cakes last time, so he's just making sure you don't freak out.
Okay. I wake up, I assume I roll up my sleeping bag that I was sleeping in and grab my belongings.
Okay, so Grummus is finally up on his feet.
Let's go to the town and southwest.
So let's go.
Yeah, come on, kid. You're stuck with us right now. Don't squeeze so damn hard, by the way. You'll get peanut butter.
Monkey! So when Grummus wakes up, he's not, he seems a little downtrodden.
Hey, what's the matter, Grumpy?
I had such a great dream. Everything seemed so nice and good, and now I'm awake again in this shitty mess with all of you.
Be careful, Grummus. You're feeling like that from the weird pies the hags gave you.
Wait, the pies make me dream? Nice?
No, they kept you asleep the entire night so you wouldn't wake up to any danger.
Oh. Remind me if we see any more pies, I don't eat them.
Definitely try and make sure you don't.
And finally, last time you were really insistent on eating even more of them, despite the negative effects.
I probably wasn't myself, you know. I get grumpy and angry when I'm hungry. You should know that by now.
Well, your healing is very much appreciated and needed by the party, so I'm glad to have you back on board.
And I'll give him like a bear hug, lifting him a little bit up in the air. And I say, I love you too, man.
And you hear Volker sigh and all regret his decision, but he doesn't say anything. He just quickly suffers through it and then gets on the road.
And I'll see that Jingles is with us. Does Jingles appear to be healthy to me?
Yeah, he seems fine.
Other than,
You
the
know-
kid, other than the kid that's like swinging him around and like messing with him.
Right.
I will. Wait, how strong am I actually? Hold on. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not that strong. How much would that kid and Jingles weigh? I'm wondering.
I'd say the kid probably weighs maybe 40 pounds.
No, never mind. No, I'm not gonna carry him. I could transform myself into a pony, couldn't I? Like a kid's pony?
Yeah, but only for 1 hour.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any spell slots until we know what we run into next.
The wall shot is not a spell slot, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a separate attack.
And
Okay.
Jingles doesn't weigh that much either. I think he could probably carry us both.
Yeah, if I do turn into something like a horse.
I mean, you wouldn't even have to. Druid, furbolgs have heavy, the great strength thing where it doubles your carrying capacity.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
You're telling me I should have powerful build?
Yeah, that's part of furbolgs.
Not as far as I know. Let me check.
I think it is. A lot of the monster races get it. I think it's
Yeah, but
monster race.
stuff like Goliaths do, but not furbolgs, if I'm not mistaken.
Crawl for build.
I would opt to carry the kid, but I need my speed to avoid being stabbed.
Wait, I have that?
Yeah.
Well, why the hell is my carrying capacity so low then? What the fuck?
Because you can't change carrying capacity in fancy rounds. Like, the only way to change your carrying capacity is by editing your strength. It doesn't take into account any feats or buffs. I checked it out. It's
Correct.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, so you're saying I could just... Okay, then I'll pick up the kid and Jingle and put him on each shoulder.
Okay.
Or piggyback ride.
No worries.
That's if the kid lets me go, because otherwise you're gonna have to put us together. So.
Oh yeah.
He's,
No, sorry, go. Yeah, like as you go pick the kid up, he's holding Jingles like upside down by the tail.
Okay, I will straighten Jingles out and so the kid can hold him in a proper way.
thank you, Grummash. You're about the only person who actually treats me like I matter in this group.
Then the kid will look at you and you talk.
Yeah. Yes, I'll talk.
The monkey talks. Monkey talk.
Yes, I talk. I also swear, and I also stab people who whip me around by my tail.
What's your name?
I'm known by many names, but you can call me Jingles.
Jingles. Jingles the monkey.
By the way, Gorgio, for some reason our pictures are different under the characters on the disc on Twitch.
Yeah, he knows. I see the name Clyde.
Oh, I know. I know why. Because the other people, but yeah. But anyways, set them on neutral. But yeah, he's like, your name's Jingles and you talk. Can I keep you?
Why are you going through all the turns?
I was just trying to get it to reset.
Oh.
But
You know, honestly, other than Grummas, everyone teaches me like crap. I'm considering it.
But okay, monkey. All right, are we ready to head out?
just gonna, Jingles is gonna just give it Silas that Jody looked the entire time.
Silas? Aw. We like Silas.
Silas doesn't even pay any attention to him. He's done with the little monkey at this time.
Volker will say, when we complete this mission and we deliver Irina, I will buy you all a drink.
This is
That-
play.
That sounds good, man. And while we're walking, when I'm behind Silas, I will poke him in the back with my staff and ask him, "What's your problem with me?"
He goes, ow! Are you serious?
I haven't done you any wrong.
Oh, no. I haven't said anything to you, Grimace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nobody dislikes Grimace.
It's once to feel a part of being hated.
Gromit is still hazy a bit, and he thought he heard something during the arguments or conversation when he just woke up. But yeah, okay. Then he misunderstood, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood." And then he'll keep walking.
It's not possible to dislike Grimace.
Grimace is just your healing bot, basically, for now.
Alright, so we are walking.
Oh, while we're walking, can I do a survival check to see if I find more herbs along the road?
Yeah. Oops, actually I meant to do this.
Oh yes, of course.
You do
Exhaustion.
not.
Okay. I have to go easy on the ganja for now.
Conserve.
Yes,
That
conserve.
was already there. Alright, so as we're walking, put you guys to this map.
Oh, he put us on the map, that's bad.
Yes.
It's not that bad.
I assume it is day, right?
Yes, it is daytime. You see, kind of perched on the one of these whatchamacallits. Let me get this guy in right quick. One of these. That motherfucker. Where'd he go? There he goes. You see perched on one of these branches here a raven that has a blue tint to it, like on its feathers. It's sitting there kind of squawking at you guys.
How tall is that raven up in the tree?
I'd say about maybe 10 feet.
Hello, Raven.
Squawk.
Grimace is gonna try something. Hold on.
And Volker will say, did we also encounter a raven by the hag's place?
Yes, that Jingles threw a rock at. Jingles.
This may be one of the minions of the hag or one of the minions of Strahd.
Oh wait, I thought I had.
Varys, can you use your raven magic to communicate with this creature?
I can try. Hello, little Raven.
Squawk.
And Volker will just give him a look like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then I'll have like the ravens on my shoulder. I'll like telepathically tell her, squawk and say hi.
Can I do a check to see if I recognize this raven as being the same one that was at the hag's place?
Yes, because you were close. Give me, I'd say, nature.
Nature. Dang. Okay.
You are not sure.
I think Grumps is casting speech.
No, that's a. I would like to step forward and look at the raven, and I would like to tell it, we are here in peace. Can you nod if you mean us no harm?
And it looks at you.
It's just a raven, guys. Let's continue on cautiously, though.
It means us no harm. One more question. You said I mean no harm. Are there others that mean us harm nearby? As he looks full of expectation at the raven again.
The raven just looks at you and kind of cocks its head a little bit.
You should come with us, Raven. I'm starting my own flock, as you can see.
It looks disapproving.
Gromus will look at his party and say, we should wait here for a moment.
We'll say, why should we wait?
Yes. I asked the first time, I asked this raven if it meant us harm, and it answered, I mean you no harm. Then I asked it if there are others in the vicinity that mean us harm. And then it replied in a cryptic answer, you asked if I mean you no harm, so I answered your question. And now it won't reply if there are others nearby that might mean us harm.
So we should send the most stealthy of us ahead to scout?
Probably not a bad idea.
Could send my Raven ahead.
Oh, that's good.
Hopefully there's nothing dangerous ahead that will face my Raven. Ferris says out loud.
Yeah.
Bird's just
Yeah.
looking at you guys.
You want me to throw a dart at the stupid bird or what?
No, not yet, not yet.
Goku will draw his crossbow and load the bolt in.
How far down this road can we see, or how far in the bushes can we see?
Wherever your light is allowing. I mean, it's daylight. It's day out, but it's still misty and foggy and crap. So it's kind of messing with your guys' sight.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, are there any weather conditions that are impairing vision and stuff?
I'll
It's not.
send my. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd just send my Raven sort of in the tree line down the road.
Okay. The raven comes back. It flew down, and how far are you sending it?
100 feet is the limit of what I can see from it. So, 100 feet down the road.
All right, flying it down 100 feet down the road, it comes. You don't see anything, and it comes back.
Yeah, the next 100 feet or so is clear.
Okay.
Obviously clear, like no massive amounts of, I guess, spider webs and stuff like that one time.
Of course, I will take point. He will put his crossbow away and draw his sword and his shield.
Gromus will prepare a torn whip and carefully move up alongside one of the flanks.
Grumus, can you cast a light on?
What's that?
Yeah, sure, and I'll first cast, hold on.
Maybe a couple of those wouldn't be too bad, Grumus.
I think I can do that. I mean, it's a cantrip without concentration, and it just lasts for an hour, so... Chad, is that okay if I, like, cast a couple of light cantrips on certain objects that people are holding? I mean, mean, it's a cantrip that doesn't require any concentration. It's on my spell list.
I think so.
I mean, it's not like saying that I can't or anything like that. It just requires an action, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not. At least for now.
Alright, so
How did we add light to ourselves again so that we can see? Is there any spell I can add?
Can you go into the effects? The effects button.
I'm gonna put it on.
And spell light.
Oh,
There you
this
have
is
it.
light. Which one? The 5e, the Tasha's Cloak they have?
The effect. You can't see the effects like presets. Up top next to like combat tracker, and it's like a little guy walking. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay, yes. That.
So spell lights.
Oh, that's so chill. Oh, you can put all
Yeah.
Why does that not work if I put that on someone? That's weird.
Drake, thank you for the 300 biddies. I thought I had a thing set up for that. Oh, why isn't it going up?
It makes you save.
What?
Now I'm just trying to cast light on you and it has a dex save. Like, what the fuck?
Is there no effect?
Yeah, if I drop the effect on you, even though it's set to
Oh, there it goes.
You'll have to probably recode it to be like
There, I
obvious.
fixed it.
But it's got like a light, then 20 light.
What's up, Drake? So as you guys are kind of talking, the raven is obviously watching you pretty intently, and it squawks a couple times.
What's up, Raven?
What's it saying, Grimace?
It's not saying anything. It's just squawking right now. Oh, wait, what?
It'll squawk and then take off and fly away.
That Raven is crazy.
Goodbye, Raven.
Possible to take a punch shot at it as it's flying away?
If you want to, with disadvantage.
Alright, well, while he's doing that, taking a pot shot, I'll look at Varus. Oh shit, he hit the Raven!
Okay.
Volker, what are you doing?
I'll say that's one of Strahd's minions or something.
And it does not look like it hurt it at all as it flies off.
So you wouldn't have noticed that?
No, it hit him, but it doesn't look like it hurt him.
So all I would hear was a thump, and that was it, and a rock would fall down.
Yeah, thump, and then one of the crossbow bolts would fall down.
Oh yeah, sorry, another rock. Crossbow. Oh. I'm like,
Volker, don't attack ravens while I'm around. What are you thinking?
that Raven gave me a message.
Every beast we've encountered so far has been under the thrall of Strahd or some evil hag. I'd rather not take any risk.
They tried to warn us. We were talking. What? You're just as bad as Jingles throwing the rock through the window.
That raven was spying on us.
Probably, but it gave me a message. We need to travel to the Blue Water Inn in Valaki to meet some new friends. I'll look at Irina. What is the Blue Water Inn?
Oh, it's a tavern in Valakai?
Is it a place, a respectful place? Like no criminals and stuff there?
I guess so.
Oh, I guess
Matthew?
I guess we're not allowed then.
Before we go there, we should deliver Irina to her destination. I don't want to risk her getting into trouble.
Yeah, true. But,
The raven must have been a familiar of some kind, and I can't imagine anyone too bad having a raven as their familiar.
I don't know. I can.
Would your I'll look at Varus with a serious look. Would your I'm not sure what she is. Your Raven Queen. Would she be meaning us any harm? I assume not, right?
I can't imagine she would.
I mean, you're one of her disciples, aren't you?
Yes, I definitely can't imagine she would cause us death in any way.
Very well. Let us move on then, as he switches back to his happy verbal dialect, and he'll scan the roadsides for more herbs to find.
Volker, when we get to that inn, you're gonna have to apologize, you know that?
Don't worry, if that raven was belonged to someone that didn't want us any harm, I will apologize.
Good, good. I'll hold you to that, Volker.
Sorry, Caesar's not able to see the map for some reason.
Adding the light didn't work either.
During a game, and I just had to restart.
Let me do that again. I jumped out and jumped back in. Let me try it again.
Ooh, did we just get 300 gold?
Yeah,
What from what?
Each of us or total?
total.
what?
Drake has to, if he wants to split it between everyone, he can, or it's just for one person, he can. It's up to him. Yeah, for cheer bits, yeah, 1 gold per cheer bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Give the 300 gold to Grummus. He's a smart one. He'll divide it amongst the deserving members.
Oh, he says, I give gold to players on cam.
Oh, that's Clyde.
That would be Clyde.
Rich.
Oh, that's okay. Clyde is like the other smart one.
Clyde writes everything down.
Yeah, Clyde is like the journalist of the group, I suppose.
Excuse me, I'm the one who made all the notes.
Oh, wait. No, I thought you both did.
No.
I thought
Clyde's
was
taking
also
notes in
right.
his journal.
On the monsters and things, not
Clyde,
Right,
focused
about
in the general
monsters and-
journal.
Oh, yeah,
Clyde
yeah.
is roleplay taking notes, I'm taking actual notes.
Yes.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. The
Clyde is
original
studying
one.
monsters.
Yeah, but Clyde and Volker and Grummus and probably Varys are probably the 4 more, I don't know, I'd say serious ones? Or at least trying to figure out what to do with Silas and Jingles, oh man. Sorry, Silas. You usually always get us into trouble, so maybe one of you two.
He does enjoy that.
He got us out of trouble with the hags, though. You got to give him that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So, and Giorgio, do you want us to keep moving on?
Wait.
Not
Did you
yet.
just say I'd get you guys in trouble?
Yes.
Yeah, but not always because it's your fault, but also because of your past, I believe.
Oh, I'm just gonna turn my mic off right now because that just infuriates me.
Sorry, man.
It's because you're a terrible monkey.
And Jingles, make sure next time you want to pull off a crazy plan, you inform the rest of the party.
How was I gonna do that unless if I tipped her off? She needed to go in that oven.
Well,
Silas is responsible for everything that Jingles does.
she wouldn't have fit in the oven anyway. It was a terrible plan.
That's why
Wait,
she would have fit fine if we could have shoved hard enough and broke her legs and such. But
And
What?
also say, can we drop the oven thing? I don't wanna keep repeating the same thing. Let's just move on with our life.
Why is Silas, according to you, responsible for everything that Jingles does?
That was out of character.
Oh, okay, sorry.
he's my daddy.
Alright, so we continue walking, yes?
Yes.
Carefully.
Okay.
Volker will remain. Varys will remind Volker to be vigilant.
Clyde, really quick, go ahead and re-add all your effects and stuff because I actually took you off combat track and all that shit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So as we are walking, and we're walking, and we're walking, it's still sunny and all that stuff out. Or not sunny, but it's still daylight. You hear, as you're getting farther down the path, you hear like snarls. I guess you can say for the most part.
Oh, wolves.
I say, I will. Who heard that? All of us.
Yeah, you guys would all hear it, and you would hear some. You know the snarls are coming. They're wolves.
Since Volker is in the marching order ahead, he will raise his hand to pull the march to a halt, and he will say, "I believe there's wolves ahead. We should go into the forest and try to avoid them."
And also, you would also see, as you're talking about this, a woman, like, she comes running out of the forest, and then, like, two wolves and then 2 dire wolves come out.
And they appear to be chasing her.
Yes, and then they kind of like circle her.
I try to roll an insight check on her to see if she can be trusted.
How are you?
Can I see her as well?
I don't see why not. What are you trying to insights?
Yeah,
Right.
how you just saw her come out of the.
I'm trying to see if she is trustworthy or like deceiving us. If she's
Looking at her, you can tell she has some, like, she's bleeding and she's actively swinging at these wolves.
Do the wolves look like the ones we've seen before?
They look like wolves.
Then I guess it's initiative.
Yeah.
Or would charge forwards.
All right.
Lucky us.
This woman, she has like long white hair, like silverish whitish hair. She's wearing like a black jacket and like a top, and she's carrying a sword.
Wait, does her face look old or not?
She looks young, not like young, like 20s, between 20s and 30s.
Interesting. Okay.
Right.
So she has like white hair, right?
Well, it's like silver, whitish, silver, like gray. It's not gray, but it's like silver, whitish. Yeah.
All of these reflects on Clyde.
Can I use a history check to see if she's a vampire? Am I experienced with that?
Sure.
I will use my card to get a natural 24.
Okay, so she looks like a human. She does not look like a vampire.
Okay, so with the history check, Volker thinks that she's not a vampire.
Correct.
How do I delete this card?
I'll take it. So, Clyde.
Clyde's gonna have to move forward to see her.
And actually, I'll just do this because it's daylight. It's daylight. But there, you should be able to see her now, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see her. And she's fighting these wolves?
Yes. These wolves have circled. Like she came tumbling out of the trees onto the path, and she's like swung around with her sword. And front 2 wolves came out and circled around her, and these 2 dire wolves are also trying to get her, and she is bleeding.
Alright, Clyde will target the dire wolf 7 then. And put Slayer's Prey. And then cast Hunter's Mark on him as a bonus action.
So,
And I think that. And then he's going to take a shot at the Wolfie there.
Make sure you put the hunter mark effect on the wolf.
gotta
He's
hit
going to
it.
dodge. Yeah, it didn't go on the wolf. Why?
So,
There it is. He's gonna dodge anyway.
Jingles.
Wouldn't that be next to Grimace?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're on my shoulder. Do you have a token for the child?
Sure.
I'm gonna look to the kid. Hey, do you want to let go of me, please?
Okay. And he lets go of your tail.
Yeah, just basically hit the ground in a crouch, and then I'll move forward 40.
And while I see Jingles running, can I quickly yell something at him?
What are you gonna yell?
Stop! Jump on them and stab them in the eye, man.
Sure. 40.
Go for my tutu and pull out a dart and sling it at the closest wolf here. Actually, do I want to do a step of the wind? Yeah, I'm gonna do a step of the wind. I'll use a key point to dash as a bonus action and get right up to it.
Wolf.
And then I'm gonna take a punch at it.
Uppercut boxing monkey.
And we'll do some musics.
That hits.
I rolled the attack. It's not coming through.
Yeah, you didn't target him, so I dragged it onto him for you. But
I thought I had him targeted.
No.
1 second.
Oh, Drake, you like my shirt? I'm wearing it again. Damage.
Now you can use more than one key point a turn, right? Or no? I forget.
I do not know.
I'll just say that's enough for now.
She has more health than that. Alright, good. Alright. Alright, so this wolf. He has 2 people here now. We'll do 1 and 2 on the woman, 3 and 4 on Jingles. Shirt is marvelous. Alright, so she's gonna. Wolf's gonna come up here and bite her. But it does not hit. Dun-dun. And hits, so she needs to make a strength save. Oh, and she falls down to the ground. Volker. Wow.
It's daylight, right?
Yes.
Is there like actual sun shining down?
Yes. Your speed is affected.
I will move with a dash action.
Come on. There we go. Wolfie. Surrendering her. Ta-da.
They're trying to rip her.
What's that?
They're trying to kill her. Actually,
Oh
they'll
yeah.
kill.
They're absolutely trying to kill her. Come on, there we go. And he's going to try and shoot the wolf. Da-da-da. Silas.
Bonus action dash. That's right about there. And I will take a shot with my short bow. Would this woman, would she be considered an ally to give me a sneak attack? Or
No, because you do not know who she is.
okay, so I will then attack Direwolf 7 to try and get that sneak attack damage.
It,
Need to put the effect on.
oh yeah, I need to get that advanced effects thing. I keep forgetting to do that. Very nice.
And that'll be my turn for now.
Oh no, little child, stay here with Varys. And this man is Varys, and he points at Varys. And then he runs up 3 feet. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't see that was a rocky area. Just move me like to this square. That's 30 feet as well.
Yeah, you're good.
And I believe that is 30 feet. So hold on. Oh, what the fuck? That's 40 feet? You're kidding. Oh, never mind then. Action dash. But I won't move up the full 30 feet. And I will cast Sanctuary as a bonus action on her. And I will sharing is caring for the DM. That's what Sanctuary does.
You just put it on her.
Yeah, but I didn't see a coding or anything for that. But is that now on her?
Oh, it has to make us. You'll do this. All right. So every time these wolves go to attack you, drop the save onto the.
I think if you put a buff on her, it will do it automatically.
Yeah, but I can't seem to put that on her. I don't know what.
Already, it's on her.
Yeah, so every time a wolf attacks her, then I need to roll a save
Correct.
on them. Yeah. And if the save is not successful, then they don't hit her.
And now, if the warrior creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects it, the creature the spell ends. And she is 100% going to attack.
I'll yell to that woman. I cast a spell on you. It should help you from, getting hit by these damn wolves. But you shouldn't attack them back. At least not while you're standing there.
She just looks at you and kind of shakes her head. I don't even know who you are.
I'm trying to keep you alive, pretty thing. And I think that's physically, that's all that's possible within 6 seconds. That was already
Yeah.
stretching it.
Yeah.
That was it, my turn.
Alright, so she's gonna half movement to stand up. Let's see. Well, let's see if she's smart. No, she's going to swing at the wolf. So that sanctuary goes away.
Oh man. Alright, well I tried.
You did, and to be fair, I gave her the save to see if she could figure it out. Verse.
Come on, kid. Follow me, I guess.
Okay.
Just make sure to stay with the people at the back. I'm not going too far forward. And I'm going to step down to here. And fire an Eldritch Blast at Wolf 25.
One more round after this will be done.
And bonus action, spiritual weapon behind that wolf.
I don't know, it was a good hit.
Then I'll take a 5-foot step up to here and say, so get out of your way, Clyde. I know you want to take a shot. Come on, child, up here.
Jingles.
I'm just gonna attack the wolf. Then I'll offhand.
Not your lucky day today.
No, that doesn't look like it.
I'll sit there with my thumb up on my butt.
Anything else?
Nope, sorry, I got the hiccup.
It's right. Arena will listen to Volker and stay back. She will turn around and swing at this wolf. Try to chop its head off. Silas.
Silas will move to here and say to the woman, though your efforts are very valiant, I think it's time for you to fall back. And he's going to try and drag her back out of this pack of wolves.
She will resist.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration to give myself advantage with this roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Question, out of character, will you get opportunity attacks if you do that?
Nope, because she is... unless Silas moves back, but if he moves her, she won't, because she's being forcefully moved.
Can rogues disengage as a bonus?
Yes, So,
But
so
does
I-
that disengage only affects them, doesn't it? But not whoever they're dragging.
But
I'll probably have to disengage so I won't get attacked.
yeah, but
Yeah.
if she's being forcefully moved, which she would be, she does not get op attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here goes.
She
Oh,
says,
shit.
"Fuck off."
I guess that's it for now. I guess I'll take the dodge action, I suppose, with my bonus, and that'll be my turn.
There's
I'll take a step down again so I can get a shot at Wolf 19. And I'll fire off Eldritch Blast at him.
Nice.
And bonus action, my spiritual weapon will sort of move over the wolf to attack the dire wolf.
Grum is neutral.
consent is important.
Yeah, I was saying that for my turn. Consent is important, Tyler.
Is it really that important when you're... Oh, sorry.
You weren't here when that went down. So,
No, you weren't. Oh God.
so a reference to an old player.
Yeah. Oh God. So Wolf is going to try to bite her. We got some friends, so 1 and 2 jingles, 3 and 4 unidentified creature, 5 and 6 Silas. Silas! Clyde.
Alright, since Varys jumped back in my line there, I'm gonna run forward and slide between Varys' legs and pop up on the other side of him and shoot this fucking direwolf.
Very good.
Acrobatic little gnome. Or was he a halfling? Sorry, I forgot.
Volker will run up next to her. He will say, "You look like you can handle yourself, but would you allow us to help you out?"
Yes!
And
Please.
He will swing at this creature with his rapier.
Alright, against his better judgment, Romus is now going to move in. To there first, or actually to there. One square below, so that's 15 feet. And he will tell Silas, I need to put my hand on her shoulder so I can heal her. Do you move?
I think you can enter someone's square that is friendly to you, and then exit it as long as you don't injure them there.
Or stand on the dead
That'll-
wolf.
That cause an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
You stand on the
yeah.
dead wolf.
Yep.
Oh yeah, wait, I can just do this, stand under that wolf,
Oh, yeah.
that's... Sorry.
You hear feel some crunching underneath your feet.
Ew, gross. I'll put my hand on her shoulder for... yeah, it'll be weird for her, but... She'll soon feel a blue light and some... I think it feels warm, I'm not sure. And, she will start to feel a little bit better. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Can you add 3 more hit points back to her? I keep forgetting that.
Yes. Let me find her right quick. 3 more.
Yes, that was level 1.
There you go.
And then I'll say there. That should feel a little bit better now. And I will move back behind. Oh shit, I can't select myself because the dead wolf is underneath me. Can you move me? Oh wait, now I can. I'll move back here. And that was my turn.
Jingles.
Well, let's try this again.
Yeah, you killed him.
Quickly bound over the dead one and use a bonus action to trigger a flurry of blows.
Nice.
Acrobatic little monkey like angry, like screeching at the direwolf.
Alright. Wolfie looks pissed. Clyde.
Clyde's gonna move a little bit over here. Over to there. So he can get a better angle at this dire wolf. He's gonna bonus action the hunter's mark over to him. Did that go on him?
Yes.
Alright, he's gonna take a shot at him. I'm trying to get used to these new Grim Press spell coatings.
No worries.
And he's gonna miss horribly. And then that's gonna be the end of his turn.
Hey, Silas is. This woman basically just shrugs his hand off her shoulder. He is going to step over here as he kind of mumbles to himself. God damn, no one in this cursed land is sensible. And he's going to try and get another sneak attack off if we can with his bow.
Do you have something that takes away?
Definitely. Yeah, I have a point blank shot, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Almost shit your foot.
Yeah, okay. I use my bonus action to dodge. I better check this to make sure I can actually do that. No, I can't. Shit. Only dash, disengage, or hide. Sorry about that. Okay, that'll be it for me.
She just starts cleaning her nails with her emery board. Ferris.
Okay, child, stay here with Auntie Irina.
Okay.
And I'll move like 30 feet down to here. And fine, I'll just blast at the direwolf.
Missed it by that much.
And then I'll attack with my spiritual weapon, but I'll move my spiritual weapon to the opposite side of the direwolf.
Jojo, are the turns right?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh shit, I just noticed that was something new, yeah.
And we'll start bringing that to all the games I do. Jingles 1, 2, female 3, 4, Silas 5 and 6. attack her. Knocks her on her ass. Grimace.
I'll move over to her. How wounded does she actually look?
She's starting to bleed profusely.
Alright, now I'll tell her, lady, you really should be a bit more careful. Let's try and finish this thing off quickly. Let me heal you. And I will put my hand on one of her shoulders again.
Don't cock any feels there, big boy.
Wait, sorry, repeat, what did you just say? Did I? I'm just trying to heal you, man. That's all.
Watch where you're placing that hand, Grimace.
It's on her shoulder, damn it.
Yeah, only my characters get handsy when casting spells.
Fair enough.
Alright, so that should. That's the second level one. And I'll tell her, let's try and finish this thing off quickly. And I'll stand back up. And that will be my turn.
Wolfer will step forwards.
Heyo.
Hey yo.
She's gonna look back at Grimace. Thank you, as she attacks. Jingles again.
Yay, me.
Kill it, monkey, kill it.
It's not looking too good.
How often do you get to see a monkey fight a direwolf?
Exactly.
Only in Barovia.
This is pure entertainment.
Oh, X damage.
He's actually not doing that bad right now.
And again. And
Doing better than me.
Oh shit. He's fucking this wolf up.
Can we pretend he actually stabbed it in one of his eyes?
Yes, I'll say he'll grab in one of his eyes and rip it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. I'm just gonna take the monk stance and just gesture for it to come at me.
Varys is going to come up with his scythe and get involved. And he'll sort of attack in conjunction with his spiritual weapon.
Can you do more than 3 points? Yes, you can.
Nice. Cut his head off.
Varys is standing here with his own scythe just raised when the other side kills it, and he'll look a bit disappointed that he didn't get to swing it.
As that happens, she'll take her sword and chop its head off. And we'll say, thank you, friends.
Well, I like her. Can we trade her for Silas?
She certainly looks better than Silas.
Thank you. It was a little harder than I thought it would be.
Are you angry? I'll ask her.
Am I angry? I'm a little hungry, yes.
I'll hand her over some leftovers from my ration.
And she will eat them up really fast. Oh, thank you. Well, time to go back to Valakai.
Wait, you're from Valakai?
Well, yeah. We're only an hour away.
That's where we're headed.
Oh, excellent. What? She'll look around like, what's all your names and what are you doing?
Your name first, lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Vasilia.
Oh, what is that? Never mind. And Grummus will shut up. My name is Grummus. Nice to meet you. And then he'll look at Volker and the others to introduce themselves.
Volker will say, I am Volker.
And I am Varus. Nice to meet you, Vasilla.
Nice to meet you too.
My name's Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. Thank you for the follow the
It's not
Twitch
Charlie.
Authority
I was about to comment
Yo244.
that all of us are so shitty with kids that we never even asked this kid's name. We just call him Child.
You asked his name.
No, we asked his name.
Oh,
His name was Franklin or something like that.
Franklin.
Yeah, it's Franklin.
Silas would say, I'm the rogue.
Hello, the road.
That's Silas. He's kind of a dick. I'm Jingles the Magnificent. I'm the leader of this little band of adventurers.
Don't
Yes.
listen to him. He is
Shit.
Jingles, the endless pain in my ass.
She'll kind of cock her head and look at Jingles and says, "Are you a Blinksy toy by chance?"
Yeah, he turns around and pulls down the back of the tutu and shows off the tag. More or less, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of like magical at this point though, but it's a long story and I don't even know half of it because my memory's a little garbage. But it's nice to meet you, lady. Hopefully there's some sort of reward for saving you.
You can go to the Blue Water Inn and say that Lady Vasilia sent you, and you should get a room for free.
Wait. Blue Water Inn?
Uh-huh.
I met a raven that told me to go there to meet new friends. That you?
She'll kind of cock her eye, and
You
she'll look
hear
over
a
at...
clang as Silas hits his forehead so hard with his hand. Hearing Grummus describe that he had just been told by a bird about new friends.
Yeah, she'll look at... Go ahead, Koba.
What'd she do?
No, Jingles, go ahead.
I said he I don't mind him. He's a druid. He talks to animals all the time. It's kind of cool actually. But yeah, see, this is why I'm the leader of this group, because I know to ask for reward for doing good things.
And Volker will say, if I may ask, what is your business here? Are you a hunter of wolves?
Well, you see, and she'll kind of... so I made a bet with some of the wolf hunters in town that I was capable enough to stay outside of the walls for one night and come back alive with the head. Obviously, I kind of got in a little over, a bit off more than I could chew.
We could play into that. Why don't you take all four heads and say you saved us from them, and you give us a bit more of a reward.
I don't think they'll buy that, but we can try.
I want to interject
Can
one
we
thing.
please stop trying to extort the lady, please?
Yes, we do not charge people for helping them fend off wolves, Jingles. And for one, let's clear one thing. You clearly lack some brain cells sometimes, so you're not the leader of this group.
Volker will say, when we arrive in town, we will have some other business to attend to first, but we can meet you in the Blue Water Inn.
For now, yes, and for now, she is welcome to travel with us, is she not, Volker?
Yes, of course.
Very well.
Vasilla, did the wolf hunters, do they have silver weapons?
Probably. I don't know.
How big of a group are they? And they're still going to start describing the group we ran into that had said they were hunters, I think. With the wolf people.
No, these are brothers.
Ah, okay.
They're just two
Thank
brothers.
But yes, as fascinating as all this is, perhaps we should head to the town before more wolves come.
And
Agreed.
she'll look at Irina and walk up to her, and she says, "And who are you, my dear? Good Lord, you're gorgeous."
And then Grona suddenly realizes that he was speaking with a lesbian.
Well, if you two, we're totally accepting if you two are into each other. So yeah.
This is not the time to be for this. Can we please move?
No, shut up. I want to see this.
Okay, well.
It's just like, my God, why am I with these idiots right now?
Volko say, I'm sure we have plenty of time to talk on the road. Do you know about Strahd, Miss Celia?
And she will spit on the ground when you say Strahd.
I see that you're not a fan, neither are we. He has been hunting us, and we believe that these wolves may be under the surface.
More like a constant thorn in our side rather than just hunting us.
Yes.
To be fair, they're hunting Irina, not us. We are her bodyguards.
I'm still not sure if they're
Volko
hunting
will
you.
give Silas a sharp look, and he will place his finger over his lips, and he'll say, it's important to be discreet.
Yes, because that's what we've been this entire trip. Discreet.
You want to talk, Silas. I'm still not sure where you came from, and still not sure if you don't have a price on your head.
Yes, because I am discreet, you see. I do not share all my details with people I barely know.
I could tell you what I do know about him because we travel together a bit. Of course, that'll cost you.
Volker will say, what's the situation in Valakai? Is there any danger in the town?
It's just a city. I mean, it's safe. Like, the devil hasn't set foot in that town for about 100 years now. So it's a safe haven.
Who's the devil?
Any gangs or dangers that you should know of? And he will answer, the devil is probably Strahd.
Yes, one thing I will say, once you get to Valakai, we're not allowed to call Strahd by Strahd. They are known as the devil.
What happens if we call him?
Scenario, I see.
If you don't, there's the guards there will tell you all the rules, but the Baron, he's kind of in charge, and then Lady Waterhouse is vying for position, but that's all. That's a lot of bureaucracy stuff that you probably don't really care about.
What happens if you use the name Strahd?
They will put you in the stockades.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Does an old lady come to town with cakes at all?
Old lady? Are you talking about Lady Morgantha?
Yeah, the hag.
Yeah.
Oh, we've heard that
How
name.
many children have gone missing since she started selling her cakes here?
She's been coming into town ever since I was a little girl.
I see.
You have any childhood friends that, moved away one day, really suddenly?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Did you have any childhood friends that looked really tasty?
No.
Jingles, shut up.
But I do know that some of the kids from the orphanage have gone missing. Not too long ago, actually.
Yes.
Have you ever seen-
Miss Morgana? She is a hag.
Yep, she's a hag, and her two daughters are hags.
Have you ever seen her grandson?
Little Franklin.
This is just kind of like pale, but no one notices, I suppose.
Child, Franklin, come here.
He'll come up. Monkey!
Is this your grandson?
Yes. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but yeah.
We found him in the woods.
Oh, then the grandma probably won't be too far behind.
Told you we would find
I
your
bet she
grandma
won't.
once we got to town, son. We knew we would find her perfect. You hear that, Franklin?
But yeah, I know she'll probably be back here in about 2 weeks. She likes to adopt the kids from the orphanage, and usually takes them up to Barovia, the village of Barovia.
Or she turns them into pies.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes, he whispered it though.
All right, but
We should probably just move on at this point.
yeah, with that though, we'll call it. I wanted to introduce her before we quit, but you guys took so damn long at getting away from the hags. So
Little orphan Jammy.
yes,
Still,
Ralph, go on.
still, I wanted to see.
We can
the
deliver
conversation.
Franklin to the orphanage, and she'll collect him from there.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't
Exactly.
want her to have him though. She's a child eater for God's sake.
He's
this is
actually
her
my
actual
grandson.
grandson.
Yeah, why would she eat her own flesh and blood?
She's
Wait,
know.
Dad, is it an adopted kid from the orphanage, or known as like the actual grandson?
No, because he said his mother was the other one. No, what was her name?
That is true.
clearly she's bewitched everyone, and because she's a hag, she doesn't have children. She's a child eater for God's sake.
Who was it that kidnapped Franklin out of the cage?
Silas.
Silas.
Silence. Look at Silas.
Walter.
If we're wrong about this, it is all your fault after all.
Walter, the second daughter's Ophelia.
I can't believe Silas kidnapped the kid.
If you would just let me give the kid back, this would never have happened.
If we keep him entertained and he goes back and tells his grandma he had a lot of fun, I think we'll be in the clear, guys.
Yeah, look at the juggling monkey and then start juggling darts for it.
All right,
Enough.
so we will pick this back up in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Silas the kidnapper.
Silas the kidnapper.
Creepy Silas is his new nickname.
And Volker will say, let's kill these hags.
You might want to add to the notes that Ophelia is Franklin's mother, because that's what he said. And Morgantha is his grandmother.
Clearly, she's modified memory to everyone.
Yes. All right. So yeah, we'll be back here in 2 weeks. We'll get into the city of Valakai, hopefully, and who knows?
I need arrows.
Because the only thing you guys have been tasked to do is get Irina to safety, and well, you're about to hopefully do that.
Oh wait, you said something about needing arrows.
Yeah, I've only got 5 left.
I got like a light crossbow and 20 bolts that I don't use. Do you want them?
Yeah, we can do that. Next session.
Alright, I'll just drop them in the sheet for now because I'm just taking up the weight anyway.
All right. Did you hear that?
Oh, that's a really good card. If we ever get the quest.
All right. But yeah, that was fun. If you need to roll cards, go ahead and do so. That's a nice card.
I also put a change shirt in there because I have no idea why I'm lugging around a change shirt.
Fair enough.
I'd remember I can repair your broken arrows, or some of them.
And I will remove the will and deed because we actually gave that to the witches, right?
Yes.
Or the hag.
You did.
Okay. That's everything.
Sounds good. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you for the game.
Yep. Thank you. Bye, stream. Tell stream. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging
See
out.
ya.
See you tomorrow.
Let's see. What do I have going on this week? I don't even remember what the fuck we're doing this week. I don't remember. Oh, my next game's not till Thursday. We'll be playing some Deadlands over on my Banias channel, and then Friday Pathfinder over here. And then next Sunday, we'll be playing some more Deadlands. Anyways, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for the cheer bits and the subscription and the follows. I appreciate that. And I'm going off. I don't see anyone to raid. So we will see you next week. Goodbye.